Hi guys, I'm Gasha. Welcome to the channel and welcome to our coffee times. Today with something super exciting. Basically 2021 is there. We can smell it, we can touch it, and I think we all have so many hopes and dreams for 2021, and I do not want to be way too optimistic about 2021 because, like I've said before, 2020 has shown us that we can expect the unexpected and you know, things are still gonna move slowly in 2021, but one thing is for sure: we still have our books, we still have our community, and I'm here to talk to you about some new book releases for January 2021.
It's coffee time.
So I'm gonna be talking about some of the books that are gonna be published in January 2021 that I am excited or interested about. I'm probably gonna miss a couple. It's always so hard to really find all of the ones that are coming out, but I hope that you enjoyed this list. So before we jump into that, if you love horror and if you love books, please consider subscribing to the channel before you leave, and also hit the notification bell so you don't miss any more coffee times. Let's start, of course, with the first releases that are coming out actually on the 1st of January. This first one seems like an interesting battle between good and evil, and it's called Burn Beautiful Soul by William J. Donahue, and it is adult horror. So apparently we're following here the devil himself that has kind of got tired of life underground, and it's kind of, you know, questioning his choices in life and the things that he has done in order to remain the king of hell. And I believe chasing somebody, he ends up in the earth, in the real world, and when he lands on earth, actually with everything going on, the humans don't even notice his presence, but a very religious zealot and a gang of bikers is gonna try to hunt him down. I don't know, this does sound like the oldest story in the book, you know, good versus evil, but it did catch my attention, plus the cover looks pretty cool. The next one is actually the one that I will be reading as a new release in the month of January, and that is Bloodline by Jess. This is a horror thriller in which a pregnant journalist is going to move to her fiance's hometown in order to start, you know, the new life together. But when they move to this small village, she starts to realize that something is off in that place. She starts thinking that she's being watched, and there is apparently a mystery of the disappearance of a child some years ago, and my guess is she's going to get involved, you know, digging things that she shouldn't be digging, and people in town, I don't know, but this sounds to me like one of those books where everybody in town is involved and they all hold secrets. So yeah, I'm really excited about this one. I have seen good reviews so far from the people that got an ARC, and it's definitely one that I will be checking out in January. The next one is going to be for people that love haunted houses stories, and that is The House of 100 Whispers by Graham Masterton. This is adult horror, and it's about a family that inherit this mansion, this house in the moors, and they move there when they start realizing that there's something weird happening in the house, you know, weird noises, they might see things, and the problem is the morning the family decides they're leaving and they pack to go, they realize that one of their sons is missing, so now they have to stay. So I love this, I love it. Sucker for haunted house stories, so I hope this one is going to be a good one. Moving on further into the month of January, we have Mask of Silver, an Arkham horror novel by Rosemary Jones, and this one has a plot that I think a lot of us love, which is basically we have a film crew that is shooting the new kind of horror movie, and the people that are on set, you know, the makeup artists, the actors, they all start to have either accidents or they have having nightmares, what's going on. So I really love horror combined with Hollywood or the movie industry, and this is definitely one that I have on my radar. The next release is an auto-buy for me because it is the next installment in the Wayward Children series by Shannon McGuire, and it's gonna be called Across the Green Grass Fields. So as far as I know, this one I think it's going to include more kind of your typical mystical creatures, so it's going to be something for people that really love the typical fantasy creatures that you find in books. So each story follows actually a different kid that was in the Eleanor School for Wayward Children, and these are children that at some point in their lives opened a door to a new world and spent their couple of years, and when they came back from that fantasy world they are having trouble adapting to reality. And so it follows different kids and their experiences once they opened the door and the world that they encountered on the other side. So these are super bingeable books. They are all under 300 pages, and I really enjoy this series. Some books I love more than others, but it's definitely a series that I'm gonna continue. The next book is actually not a new release, but it is the first time that it's being translated into English. The original is Spanish, and this is a vampire story, so I thought I would mention it here for anybody that's interested in a different vampire story, and that is The Root of Ice and Salt by José Luis Tarate. So basically the original title was La Ruta del Hielo y la Sal, and it was published in 1998. So they are translating it now for the first time in English, and it's being published this January 2021. And this is kind of like a horror Dracula retelling, and I really enjoyed this because this is kind of like your typical vampire story but a little bit different, and it is about this ship that is transporting 50 boxes of Transylvania soil and the weird things that happen in that ship. So if you're looking for another take on the vampire tale, definitely check this one out, but keep in mind it's not a new release. It was written in 1998, but I'm glad that it was finally translated in English so that it can reach more people. The next one is actually another book that was released before. It was released on 2020, I believe in summer of 2020, but it's now coming out as a physical form, and I do own the ebook for this, so I will be reading it in January as well. And it's Song of the Sandman by J.F. Dubois, and it is about a mass shooting that happened in a circus and the evil entity that caused that, and how the village is kind of moving on after the massacre and trying to figure out what this happened, while probably they're gonna be struck again with some sort of evil. That's all I know, but you know, I thought it was interesting. I really love things that have to do with circuses and small towns like this, and I really am intrigued to know what happened that night, what caused that massacre. I don't know, it really caught my attention, so it's definitely one that I hope I'm gonna enjoy. Alright, you guys, so these are all the books that I have noted down. They're coming out in the month of January that I have interest in, or that I am 100% gonna read. So let me know down below what you thought about these books. Are you excited about any January release? If you also have any other recommendations of books that are coming out in January that I have not mentioned here, let me know down below. So thanks so much for watching, you guys. I hope that you found in this video something that sounded interesting to you to check out in the new year. Thanks so much again, and please remember before you leave, give the video a big thumbs up for support. You know, it helps make these videos visible to other people. And if you want to follow me in other social media, the links as always are in the description box down below. And I hope to see you all in the next coffee time. Bye.